Hola guys, happy Saturday. It's so dim in here. Oh, I know what's wrong. Hang on. I don't know if that helped or not, but the kitchen light was off. Anywho, how are y'all? I hope y'all are having a good weekend. I am in better spirits than I was the last time you guys saw me. First and foremost, thank you guys for joining on the prayer wagon with me. If y'all know me at all, if y'all don't, y'all need to know I totally believe in the power of prayer. And thank you guys for getting on that train with me and just being so sweet and understanding and sharing y'all's own uh times where y'all have been down in the dumps over your friends hurting. So just a quick update for those of you guys that were inquiring. Oh, it's a lot. Okay. My friend is still in the hospital. She is no longer critical. She has been stabilized. They are slowly weaning her off of the oxygen to see how well her lungs can do on their own. Her blood pressure and her diabetes has been controlled, has not been causing an issue, but her lungs are destroyed. Well, not destroyed. No. We're not going to say that. Her lungs are pretty bad off because of the COVID pneumonia she had or has. So they're trying to wean her off of the O2 to see how well she does. And depending on that, that's gonna let everybody know how much longer she has to be sedated. She is heavily sedated. So it's a lung game at this point. She is lucid at times. She is sedated, but she is lucid. Like when they go in and do like her hygiene stuff, her hair brushing, her brushing of her teeth, that kind of thing, or the swabbing of her mouth and stuff. They say she opens her eyes and gets really, really agitated. So that's kind of a good thing. She has some fire in her. But yes, they're just waiting to see how well the lungs are going to do on their own off of lower numbers of oxygen. So we are continuing to pray for healing and victory over this disease, healing of her body. That's just what we're going to do. Her husband is the one who informed me maybe 15-20 minutes ago that that's where they're at. That's what they're doing. My other friend's wife, who is in the hospital, who's been in the hospital longer than this friend, she had a pre-existing heart condition, so that's why she's taking longer to heal, but she's also stable and also dealing with the COVID pneumonia. But they think that she's out of the woods now, that she's in a better place than she has been for weeks and weeks, because she went in way before Thanksgiving. And then my friend whose wife passed, they laid her to rest Tuesday. And all that was, all we can do is pray for those left behind. You could pray for the ones in the hospital, and you got to pray for the ones left behind that are hurting, the family and friends of those who have passed. So as y'all know, I was in a really bad place with all of that. It was just too many people I cared about sick and struggling and in pain, and y'all saw I was kind of struggling with it. And I'm not saying I'm not anymore, but something happened that put everything into perspective, that made my spirit just kind of, and my head be like, look, girl, we can't have this. So yesterday I'm at work and I get a text message from a big dude, and he says, Mom, don't worry, we're fine, but we were just in a head-on crash, multi-car crash, hit head-on. So I immediately went into what can I do all the way from over here mode, and just made sure that they were safe, that they didn't have any bleeding and open wounds, that they weren't trapped in the car. And he was like, no, we're off to the side of the road now, waiting on paramedics and police to come. A driver sideswiped an SUV who lost control and slammed into them head on. Multi-car crash. They weren't on the freeway or expressway, however y'all say it, depending on where y'all are at. Thank goodness they were in the neighborhood. But it was a really bad crash. He sent me pictures. They were, jarred around and bumped around some, but no blood or anything like that. They were able to walk away. So I'm on the phone with them. Well, I'm on the phone with him, trying my best to give advice. I mean, as long as you're okay, you're not broken, you're not bleeding, make sure Y'all are safe off the roadway. Make sure you're away from the traffic. Um, let the paramedics tell you whether they feel you need medical attention or not. Don't say no if they say they think you need to be checked out. Even with the situation the way it is, it's scary to go into an ER right now, but listen to the paramedics. He was very upset that the driver who caused it was this young, arrogant little fart in a Mercedes Benz. And in the area he lives in, there are a lot of affluent people. And you got to be Mexican from the hood to understand. We immediately get checked by those types of people. Not all of them. I'm not trying to start nothing, okay? But because we're Mexican and the person who hit them wasn't, I'm just going to be real. I told him, be calm, because you don't want folks to come on scene and say you're the problem. You got two Latinos here. I hope this ain't rubbing nobody the right way, but this is my reality. This is our reality. So I just told him to remain calm. When the police get there, just, let the police know whatever. He said there were plenty of witnesses that this kid had caused the wreck. The SUV he hit, the lady was kind of jarred up a bit too, but everybody was cool. At the end of the day, everybody was cool. There was no tension that I am so scared of, that those of us who have been victim to certain types of behaviors, that didn't happen. So that was a good thing. But it's all I could do from here. It's all I could do from here is remain calm, make sure you're okay, get off the road, be polite to the police. And then there were questions of, Mom, what do we do? I'm like, it's scary when you're an adult and you get into an accident. You don't know what to do immediately. Like, you know what you're supposed to do, but in that moment, you're not sure what you're supposed to do. Who's thinking of exchanging information and da-da-da? Nobody's thinking about that at the moment. And these are young-gish kids, 23 and 25, maybe a little older. They're young-gish, okay? They've never been in a car accident. It's all scary. There's a bunch of people milling around. They've been bumped around. So it took about an hour and a half, and everything was settled. They Ubered their way home. The best friend's car was towed. My son, it wasn't my son's car, it was his best friend's car. Her car was towed, and they made it home. And the only thing that was really irking my son was the arrogance of this young kid who just flew out into traffic and caused this accident. And I said, that's going to be with you a while. I said, whether they're young, whether they're old, whether they're black, Mexican, white, it don't matter. Stupid is stupid. And that's going to be with you a while. You're going to wake up, or you're going to walk around, or you're going to go outside to try and go to your car and remember your car's not there. And you're going to be like, wow, what was this person thinking? And I told him, be prepared for that. It's going to mess with your head a little bit. Just the audacity and the ignorance of some people. It's going to bug you. And sure enough, a few hours later, he's just like, I can't believe what happened and what was he thinking? I'm like, I told you. It's just those of us that drive like we have some sense are always amazed when you see stupid drivers. And then if you're in an accident, it takes you a while to wrap your head around it. But everything was okay, and we can kind of joke around it about it now, because it turned out that this kid is from a very affluent family, like millionaire kind of family in the area. They have a $4 million home because they Googled the address and everything on their police report. And they're just like, now they can joke around like, my goodness gracious, had we known, we would have been rolling around on the street. And it's funny now, but at the time it wasn't. But all of that put into perspective after I'd made sure he was okay and made sure that they were at home and that they were going to be able to get a car rented, and that the insurance wasn't trying to give him any grief, that the kid did admit fault and the investigation out there proved the kid was at fault. Once all of that was done and over with, it hit me. That phone call could have been very, very different. Okay. Now, there's nothing wrong with empathizing, sympathizing, hurting, worrying over those you love. My friends, the husband left behind. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But I stayed there. And getting this phone call from my son, realizing it could have been a totally different phone call from a police officer or a hospital. Realizing that situation could have been so much different from my family and his best friend's family really did something to my spirit. It like, girl, you can't be sad. You can't stay sad. It's okay to be sad, but you can't stay there. It's okay to mourn, but you can't stay there, because other things could have happened. Like, not everything is gonna stay bad. Not everything is always gonna be bad. Other things could have happened, and it just, I don't know, it just completely flipped me over. I relaxed. When I knew my kid and his bestie were back home, I relaxed and my whole outlook changed. The funk was gone. Don't get me wrong, I'm still going to continue to pray and still going to worry and still going to check on my friends. But focusing on what could have been and what didn't happen to my little brood made me realize, you got today, you better get in today, you better love today, you better appreciate today, and you better get out that funk, and you better go do something about it, and you better be in good spirits. So that's what happened yesterday. And I woke up this morning and I thought, you know what? I still have some Christmas shopping to do. I still wanted to find some nice things for my mom and my sister. Little dude is taken care of. I'm about to wrap some gifts. I got my son one gift. He doesn't really want my big dude. He really doesn't want gifts. He's more of a gift card, cash kind of kid. But I'm sorry, you gotta have something to open under the tree, okay? I mean, we put gift cards and stuff in little boxes, but you gotta have something. And I did find something really nice on Amazon for him, and I gotta wrap that. There's just a few little things that I need to do. But my spirit is totally different. My spirit is uplifted. And little dude even noticed. We went to the flea market today. We went to Trader's Village today because I wanted to find something unique, something nice. I mean, because there's so many stalls at Trader's Village where people hand make things, or things are imported in from Mexico. You have things that are imported in from India. And I was just like, let me go look at those stalls, because my sister is really like into that kind of thing. So we got up early and we took off and we went, and the whole time we were there was just so awesome. Even little dude said, Mom, I am so relaxed. Me too. I was totally relaxed. We had a good lunch. We walked around and around and around. He didn't do rides this time. He just kind of wanted to veg out and kind of chill and look around. And that's what we did. We are at Trader's Village swap meeting. Looking around at thingamabobbers. Trying to get some ideas for my mother and my sister. Not used necessarily, but some of these stores have new things that are really, really pretty. Home decorator stuff. But we came in on the back end. And the back end is usually used things. Look, people. It's framed money. Oh, my shadow's casting over everything. Why would somebody frame money and sell it? I'm confused. A puppy? It's so bizarre. Does anybody know what this is about? Aww. More of these awesome handmade bar items. Come on, love bug. You okay? Such amazing little things. Look at these little metal aloes. Oh, it's so shady out here. It rained all day yesterday.
Look at the cowboy one.
Y'all know my heart is going pitter pat, pitter pat. It looks demon in here. Are you feeling some kind of way? That's what I just told you, you goofball. I said, look at. Okay, little dude is getting an off a vibe in this place. You want to get out?
No.
You.
Like being in here. We don't call 911.
Look, we don't call 911. This is like prison art. If y'all ever known anybody in prison, in the pinta, in the penitentiary, this is the kind of stuff they would send you home as gifts. Trust me when I tell you. I don't know. They might be ceramic Santa Muerte. Y'all know who prays to these. Bless my Texas heart. Look at this wine holder. Amazing. Handmade. Oh, this shadow of mine. These are beautiful. Wow. That's some talent, man. That's gorgeous. That would be nice. Familia Perez. Cool. The palette shelves. So pretty. It's gorgeous. So pretty. Yes. Thank you. Okay. Awesome. Thank you. That's what I wanted. Thank you. Look at this stuff, guys. It's gorgeous. That's beautiful. Wow. This stuff is gorgeous, you guys. Farmhouse and home decor. Beautiful stuff. Y'all need to come down here. Check it out. I'm going to snoop a little bit. My battery is dying, but came across this table with this really pretty stuff in it. We are going to go eat and do a little more snooping. ¿Pueden tomar de ellos o nomás es adorno?
No, lo puede tomar en él y puede meterlos al microwave también.
Oh, okay. Thank you. You guys, I am in love. These are so gorgeous. I think I'm going to get my sister something from here because this is so her style. And he's assured me that they are food friendly because a lot of this stuff made out of barro and clay has a lot of lead, so you can't eat or drink out of them, but he's assured me you can eat off of them and they're microwave safe. Really cute stuff for my sister. Well, a really cute thing for my sister and a really pretty thing for my mom. I'm still not completely done with them. Definitely not done with my mom. I need more things for my mom. She's so hard to buy for though because she's so simple. She's happy with everything or anything you give her, but I want something personal, something for her, you know, something that is just mommy, you know? So I'm still trying to get ideas from her and walking around trying to find something, but I did find something that I know she could use. And if my memory acts right, I'll show it to you guys. But I just wanted to get on and give you guys a little update. I'm going to wrap some gifts. I'm going to show y'all the wrapping paper just because I'm a wrapping paper dork. I love wrapping paper. Sorry guys, I'm thirsty. And I like to have as many packages in different paper as possible. I know some people like to match, all matchy-matchy, which is fine. I've done that before. But I like every package to have a different paper. So if y'all ain't into the paper, skip over because I'm going to put in the footage of us at the swap meet, flea market, whatever you want to call it. But bear with me, guys. This is really cute little stocking paper. I love blue for Christmas for some reason. These really pretty Christmas trees. I hope I don't knock y'all over. I hope I didn't offend anybody, you guys, with a whole commentary on how things can go wrong for Mexicans. But it's my reality, okay? I have stories, guys. It's my reality, so I had to just prep my kid to be on your best behavior. But anywho, no shade on any race at all. There's bad in everybody, okay? I've been there, done that, victim to every shade. Anyway, this glittery Santa ornament one. That one was cute. I cannot go a Christmas without having some peanuts. Wrapping paper. These pretty little blue vested snowmen on silver. I really did a lot of blue. These little blue reindeer with little red scarves looking all Abercrombie. And this one, I hope it looks prettier on a package. I probably shouldn't have done gold. I don't like gold, but I love the black and white. It says Happy Holidays. So I'm hoping the gold isn't too on a package. I hope it looks better than that. But that's the wrapping paper. And let me show you guys real quick what I picked up at the swap meet for my mommy and sister. I still can't wrap those because I need boxes big enough. Hang on. Okay, before I show you guys what I picked up for my mom and my sister, little dude is really into these little airsoft pistols, and I started buying them for my big dude when he was around the same age, and we came across this one. Do you want to show it to him? Well, you can't get up there. Okay, what is this? This is a G10. Yeah. You could have stayed on your knees, Pumpkin, if you want to show
mean?
it. Don't even ask me. I couldn't even tell you. This is a zinc alloy shell. It's an airsoft BB gun. I know. Calm your chonies down, okay? He's not a lunatic. This is how I began to teach my little dude, my big dude, about gun safety, and he ended up being a soldier. This one over here says he wanted to be a police, right? If you own a gun, if you're going to own a gun, if that kind of thing, you start him early on how to respect it as a weapon, how to treat it as a weapon, and how to understand this ain't no toy. He has toy guns, but this is a BB gun. And even though it ain't gonna kill nobody, it can cause damage, and you know that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we're practicing. We were doing target practice
With bird seed.
in a bag of bird seed.
It made holes.
Made little holes, yeah. But I grew up shooting BB guns. My oldest did too, and now it's little dude's turn. But it was really, how much was this? $10?
Yeah.
It was only $10, and it's a night. You want to show it?
Yeah.
Okay, open it. Open that. I picked up some bows too. It's really neat. Like I said, it's the tomboy in me that, okay, I'm going to shut off. It's a nice size, okay?
Yeah.
And then how do you put in the BBs? Okay, a little clip comes out. You put in the BBs. It came with BBs, and then we bought some 6mm BBs. And yeah, it's just fun, and it's good training. So he won't be the one in the group. God forbid they ever come across a loaded gun. He won't be the one in the group.
What group?
Ooh, any group. You and your friends ever come across a gun. You know what to do, right? What do you do? Come here. If you or your friends ever come across a gun, get down here so they can see your face. So maybe you can educate somebody your own age.
Yeah.
If you and your friends, you and your little brother, you or anybody ever come across a loaded gun, what do you do?
Tell them not to use it.
Okay. If they go and touch it, what do you do?
Tell somebody.
Do you go anywhere near it?
No.
Do you play with it?
No.
Do you get the person who wants to touch it? What do you do to that person?
Tell them to stop.
So you know it's not a toy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a whole spiel. I think I put them on the spot now. But we'll do this whole routine of if you ever come across a weapon, if you ever see anybody playing with a weapon, if you ever see an unlocked weapon, what do you do? What don't you do? So he knows. So, and I say all that to say because I know some people, oh my goodness, you show a gun, a toy gun, a BB gun, people's panties fall off. It's just like, I get it. But I learned young, learned to respect it, learn not to play with it, and I'm good. But anywho, let me show you guys what I picked up for my mommy. It's kind of like a serape. If y'all don't know what a serape is, it's basically a horse blanket with a hole cut in it to put over yourself to keep warm. But I didn't want those old-timey traditional ones. My mom is this big. You put one of them big old heavy serapes on her, she's going to fall on the ground. But they had these beautiful ones. My mom loves purple. It's a much lighter color than what's showing on here. She loves purple. She loves lavender. Now, I don't want to undo it because it's folded so pretty. But here's a little collar, and all it is a giant blanket with a collar that drapes over you. And she's always cold. She's 70-something years old, poor baby. 70-something years old. I know how old my mama is. I just get used to saying 70-something. She's always cold. So I thought this would be good for her, for watching her novelas, for watching her polka party dance show. She watches a polka party dance show. I just thought it was really pretty. And I got that for her. And for my sister, and I swear, I don't even know if my sister watches my YouTube, but she better not. I don't want to unwrap all of them, but some of these were in the video. I did some video of this store, because I love the stuff in it, and I just had to get this for her. I think both my mother and my sister can use them. I'm not going to unwrap all of them, but they are assorted. These beautiful clay coffee mugs. My sister loves this Mexican traditional stuff. They're made in Mexico, and I was scared, like I said, because of the clay. You got to be really, really careful with the clay. But it comes with this little tree, and it has all the little cups in it, and they told me that they're microwave and food safe. So I hope I don't end up lead poisoning anybody in my family. But I think that's going to be so pretty sitting on her counter. She currently has these really pretty Mexican ceramic monkeys and lizards on her dining room wall. So pretty. And I saw those. I'm like, oh, she would go gaga. I hope she does, because I did. I was so excited about that. But I still want to pick them up a few little things. But I am going to wrap up these gifts and stick them under the tree so the cats will get out from under there, because they done made their home down there. And I will come back here in a little bit with a few little things I picked up at Dollar Tree. Okay? So let me get to wrapping. Well, that's a start. I still have a few coming. The gold wrapper looks pretty nice, all stretched out. Wonder how long it'll be before these fuzzballs end up in there attacking bows. 'Cause it'll happen. Y'all, that was a whole experience, okay? Gotcha, girl. Broke out in a sweat. This is the first year that I had to wrap gifts at the table, because my old big butt cannot do it on the ground anymore, because then it takes me forever to get up off the ground. So I'm sitting here hitting the light fixture and, as usual, wrapping up a disaster. I don't like wrapping gifts. I used to, but as I've gotten older, I can't cut the line straight. I keep wasting tape trying to get the seams together. I'll put like 3 or 4 pieces of tape on the friggin' package before I actually seal the seams together. It's a whole trauma. But I'm grateful that I have gifts to wrap for my family, because the reality of 2020 has not escaped me. I know a lot of families are struggling and are not able to have the Christmas that they want. So I'm gonna just be quiet and be grateful. But the gifts are under the tree. Some of them. I'm still waiting for a few to be delivered for little dude. I still want to pick up a few little things for my mom. I need to get some gift cards for big dude, which, like I said earlier, is so boring to me. But he's such a minimalist. Like, is he my kid? I think growing up in a house with a thrifter kind of killed things for him, because he's very much a minimalist. He likes clean, open spaces. So best thing for him is cash or gift card, and then he can go out and buy whatever he likes, or buy whatever he wants. So that's what we do. But like I said, you always have to have a gift in a stocking for me. Stockings are usually full of num-nums, snacks and stuff. Speaking of stockings, I do have a few things that I picked up for stockings, but because my phone is acting crazy and beeping and little making little lights at me, I know my memory is pretty full. So I am going to end this video, and I'm going to put it all together and upload it, and then I will do a Dollar Tree haul, some what the heck is up with your crafting attempts. I'll throw that in there too, because I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to be creative. It ain't really working out, but there are a few little projects I've started that maybe putting on YouTube might encourage me to finish. But till my next go around, thank you guys for watching. I was just asking little dude, you don't say goodnight anymore. He goes, no. He said it kind of sad, kind of like guilty, like I'm like, you're too old. He's like, yeah, I guess so. What? But anywho, I'll say it for him. Until my next go around, thank you guys for watching. I hope you all are safe and happy. Don't get into any fights out there shopping with crazy grinchy people trying to get the best deal. Um, um, I hope you all are having a wonderful, relaxing couple days off. Hope you guys have an awesome Sunday. I'm going to take little dude to the trampoline park tomorrow. Possibly it's going to be raining and really, really chilly. But we'll see what we get ourselves into tomorrow. I may have some additional footage, some additional whatnot for that video. But I love y'all bunches, and I will see y'all in a little bit. Bye.